Sword of Coming EP 12. Chen Ping'an had to rely on his own strength to avenge Liu Xianyang. Fully armed, Chen Ping'an attacked Ban Shanyuan. He knew he was no match for him. He planned to give it his all and force Ban Shanyuan to use his cultivation in the town. That way, Ban Shanyuan would be affected by the great earthquake and lose lifespan. It would be worth it. Chen Ping'an relied on his familiarity with the town to fight a guerrilla war with Ban Shanyuan, leading him into the mountains. However, Ban Shanyuan didn't come to the town alone. His young miss was with him. Worried that this was Chen Ping'an's tactic to lure him away, before entering the mountains, Ban Shanyuan used his cultivation, suddenly jumping up and punching Chen Ping'an. Even though the punch only grazed Chen Ping'an's back, it still made him vomit blood. Fortunately, he escaped into the mountains and joined Ning Yao. Ban Shanyuan returned to find his young miss safe and sound. He then turned around and entered the mountains to chase after Chen Ping'an. Ban Shanyuan quickly found Chen Ping'an and Ning Yao. This time, Ning Yao took the lead to fight Ban Shanyuan. Chen Ping'an hid. Although Ning Yao was a genius, he had been practicing for too short a time and was no match for Ban Shanyuan. With the help of the flying sword given by Qi Jingchun, he could barely fight Ban Shanyuan. To end the battle quickly, Ban Shanyuan used his cultivation for the second time to get rid of Ning Yao. Seeing that Ning Yao was in danger, eager to save him, Chen Ping'an instantly exposed his position. With lightning speed, Ban Shanyuan turned around and threw a stone at Chen Ping'an. Ning Yao thought that Chen Ping'an had been hit and smashed to pieces. He didn't even dare to look. Ning Yao thought of Chen Ping'an, who made medicine and fish soup for him every day, dying in front of him. He instantly became enraged. Ignoring the suppression of the town, Ning Yao tried to forcibly summon his natal flying sword, attempting to chop Ban Shanyuan and Li Jugrayo to pieces. He would be buried with Chen Ping'an. When Ning Yao summoned his natal flying sword, it alarmed all the great treasures in the town. Old Man Yang, Qi Jingchun, Ruan Qiong, even the iron sword at the bottom of the corridor bridge seemed to have awakened. But when Ning Yao was halfway through the process, Chen Ping'an suddenly rushed out, carrying Ning Yao and running away as fast as he could. It turned out that what appeared was a piece of clothing thrown by Chen Ping'an to fool Ban Shanyuan. The two escaped to a relatively safe place. Ning Yao revealed that Ban Shanyuan's attacks had cost him over 80 years of his lifespan, and another attack would cost him at least 100 years. Chen Ping'an was pleased, believing his life was worth trading for Ban Shanyuan's lifespan. On the second day, before Ban Shanyuan appeared, Ma Huxuan, who was about to leave town, found them. He wanted to kill Chen Ping'an, fearing that Chen Ping'an would seek revenge on his grandmother, who still lived in town, once he discovered that Ma Huxuan's parents were responsible for the death of his own parents. Ma Huxuan was arrogant and confident, believing he could easily defeat Chen Ping'an. However, he underestimated Chen Ping'an and lost the fight. If his master from Zhenwu Mountain hadn't arrived in time, Ma Huxuan would have been killed. Before leaving with his master, Ma Huxuan told Chen Ping'an that if he wanted justice, he could find him at Zhenwu Mountain. Unbeknownst to him, while he was away trying to kill Chen Ping'an, his grandmother, Ma Lanhua, had been killed in their home. Upon his return, he found his grandmother dead. Ma Lanhua's death was indirectly caused by Ma Huxuan. Previously, he had disturbed the peace of a woman by the creek, which led to this tragedy. To protect his disciples' cultivation, Ma Huxuan's master, with Qi Jingchun's permission, summoned the god of Zhenwu Mountain to retrieve Granny Ma's soul. Despite searching throughout the town, the god couldn't find her soul. He explained that it wasn't that he didn't want to, but he couldn't. Granny Ma's soul had been taken by a powerful entity in town, one that even the gods feared. Enraged, Ma Huxuan sought out the woman whose peace he had disturbed and confronted her. His master then took him away from the town. Meanwhile, Ban Shanyuan eventually found Chen Ping'an and Ning Yao, but was intercepted by Qi Jingchun, who persuaded him to leave town. This brought a temporary end to Chen Ping'an's crisis. Although unhappy, Ban Shanyuan was unaware that pushing Ning Yao any further would provoke the powerful figures from Jianqi Great Wall, who would retaliate by destroying Zhenyang Mountain. During this time, Ning Yao discovered a black stone beneath a statue. the legendary Jianlong platform, sought after by sword cultivators. Chen Ping'an revealed that there was a cliff in the mountains filled with these stones. However, they couldn't extract the Jianlong platform. Qi Jingchen arrived with 2 pieces of good news. Ban Shanyuan was leaving town, and Liu Xianyang had been rescued. Relieved, Chen Ping'an fainted from exhaustion. Ning Yao carried him down the mountain. Qi Jingchen warned Ning Yao that Chen Ping'an only had 10 days to live, and urged him to encourage Chen Ping'an to practice martial arts diligently to survive. Wanting to visit Liu Xianyang, Ning Yao instead took Chen Ping'an to the Yang family due to his severe injuries. It's hinted that Chen Ping'an will soon obtain a new treasure, and Ning Yao will also gain something valuable.